Good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. As the sun starts to come up now, I'd like to say our Serenity Prayer. Those who would like to join us, please do. All others will be back with you after a few moments of silence after we finished our Serenity Prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. What a beautiful sunrise. This is what I like to call the perfect sunrise. Some low clouds, beautiful sky. So you can see all the different levels of the clouds there, just gorgeous. We did start a little early this morning because of the golden bands. If you were on from the beginning, you will notice the horizontal golden bands or any high clouds are elevated. When before the sun actually started to come up above the horizon. It was just beautiful. I really didn't want you all to miss that twilight this morning. I'm going to just mention a couple of things now, and then I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to digest it. First of all, the calmness of the ocean. Secondly, the gentle lapping of the water as it hits the under edge of the different ledges on the actual rocks itself. And then you can also hear all the whistling frogs and crickets. You have a cooing wood dove. Just beautiful, beautiful peace and serenity at its absolute best. Now I'm going to give you a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes to hear that and enjoy that as well. Talk about blessings. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful, beautiful morning, Barbados. I see Blood is on board this morning. Good morning to you, sir. I know you must be on your gallery down on Calawash area in the hills, looking out at this same sunrise this morning and just breathing in the serenity and peace that you must be experiencing. We did a little climbing this morning. Not a lot of climbing though, just a little climbing. I didn't have to put in my mountain expertise to get up here, but we did come through some bush area and stuff. Remember, the things that you see me do, please don't try unless you're highly skilled like me, an Olympian. You know, these areas here, a little bit tricky to come up, so just be careful when you're coming up. They're not difficult really. I want to just blown it out of proportion to make it sound super difficult. But one thing for sure is if I didn't have this camera, I would backflip down this entire hill. I would do it in about 3 or 4 flips for sure. So good morning to each and every one of you. Before we start, I want you to take in some other breathtaking scenery. Good morning. It's so good to see you all this morning. I was going to start off the morning with saying yawning and stuff like that there. Tell you how tired I am. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm real tired then. I didn't get home till just after 9 last night. Got in bed around 10 o'clock or so. I know a lot of you all may be thinking, man, you has a lot of sleep. But I get up at 3 o'clock every morning. So feeling a little bit weary this morning. But I had a fantastic time yesterday. And look at the blessings that are bestowed on us this morning. I'm going to turn you back in front quickly so you can check these bands that are beginning to form around the lower clouds. Is that not just stunning? Absolutely beautiful. I am sure that many of you have guessed where we are based on the different rock shapes and stuff in this area and the layout of the actual rock section. I know some of you would know, many of you may not know actually, it's just reverse that. But we are just to the west of Tent Bay and we're going to make our way up to the Hillcrest Community Centre and we want to go up there and see what the landscaping has looked like and stuff and just have a little look around as we're going. Also some beautiful, lovely signals down here. So I'm going to show you the view that I've been enjoying this morning while you've been looking at the sun. This is what I've been actually taking in this morning. Talk about stunning and beautiful and breathtaking scenery. That's what you got to call this. Absolutely beautiful. There's nowhere in Barbados that compares to the East Coast views, especially at daybreak. There's absolutely nowhere in the island that can match here. It is stunning, it is beautiful, it is peaceful, it is quiet. I don't know if you all realize how well I must be camouflaged because we had a gentleman that walked just below us just on a high-vis jacket and was fixing his tam on the way down to work and did not even see us in the hill here. So I'm going to show you where we were in a second when we get down the lower elevation. I'm just going to watch where I'm walking right now and let you watch a little bit more of that beautiful sunrise as we're doing so. Talk about stunning. Whew, breathtaking. I said I was going to look for elevated view this morning. I sort of looked for that, but I wanted to come down here because we haven't done here for a little while and we get a brilliant signal strength from here. Hopefully you haven't lost it. In a little dip, I'm going to make my way over here to the level section quickly where I know the signal strength is great. Absolutely beautiful. You can look right up the coastline now through Tent Bay, up underneath the Foster Hall area, which will be just around the corner. And then beyond that there, you will find beautiful Glen Burnie, etc. But the rocks do stop. We can't see Glen Burnie from here. And the building here, the beige looking building with bunk top, that would be the Atlantis Hotel, which has hundreds of years of catering through family services to our meals and our accommodations. I am not sure of their actual opening at the moment. I know that sometimes they close, I think it's September, so I'm not sure if they're open now. If you are coming over to Atlantis or you're doing anything in the island, I always advise to call first just to make absolutely sure they're open. Don't go by the website because some websites say they're open and they're not open or vice versa. So please just give them a call. Just Google them up. Notice the power word again, Google them up and have a look and see you know what their opening hours and stuff are. Look at this. I don't even want to take the camera off of that then. The gold is coming across that water. Stunning. You may have seen a couple of mats of sargassum. There are some fairly large-ish mats that are drifting across just offshore itself. You may have taken them in just now. I'm not sure if you would have. It may just look like a shadow to you. But there are quite a large number of mats that are coming in. It's not a massive mat, but there's some large sections that are drifting through for sure. Whenever I come here, I like to mention Amelie Mayor's lost his life here, unfortunately, while spearfishing in these waters. I think probably about 2 years ago or so, somewhere in that kind of time frame. I can't really see the sign from here too well. There's a little distance off, but about, I think it's about 2 years. It feels like 2 years. It's probably longer than that though. But he was an avid fisherman, a water sportsman all around, great young surfer, and unfortunately lost his life spearfishing. So you have a person that his entire family has been raised on this coastline, a person that would have grown up from time he could walk, being in this sea, and knowing out here, seeing all the conditions, that lost his life while spearfishing. So I just want to remind everyone of how dangerous this coast is. And if you go further down, you'll also find a memorial down there as well for Xander. Xander was one of our professional young surfers that were coming up. All of the international surfing, I would say gurus, were saying of how great he was and the potential he had, and he lost his life here surfing the Hurricane Swell just down in a place called Box Bay Box, now known as Zedland, which is over in Cattlewash area. So, and you've also had, I don't mean to be preaching doom and gloom, but I need to make this very, very serious, because even in calm conditions over here, you have to be extremely careful. We've had numerous people, I mean many people have lost their lives along this east coast. It is very deceiving. You go into a pool, a freak surge swell comes over, picks you up, pulls you outside, over the ridge, off the drop off, and then you're faced with underwater caves and tunnels, etc. Very, very dangerous conditions. So please be careful over on the east coast of the island. You will see some of the shadows here a little better now, just off of Soup Bowl, going into that general area of New Sargassum, Fresh Sargassum. Now, as we mentioned Amelie over here, I also want to mention this as well. And I want you to have a little read of it because it's so beautiful. You can always, come back, pause this and come back and have a look at it. It was done by the Bill Thompson charity. Bill was, I would say, the pioneer of introducing international surfing here to Barbados, and also bringing it to the stage, the international stage. He will always be remembered. Bill passed some years ago, but there's a foundation that's set up to help cater to all of the young surfers in the island. We also have an international competition that is held here, usually around Independence Time. We have at different times, it can be held at different times, but Independence Time it's usually held, and that is for a Xander, which is a junior international competition, and then the Bill Thompson Classic as well. So both of those gentlemen will be living on for years and years. Both have charities set up. Both of them dedicate all their lives to surfing, and then have carried it beyond their lives. Now I just want to show you a couple of little things here as we're going along. First off, all of this slippage here. Now you may say, well, all the east coast looks as slippage, but I'm going to tell you this has lost about 10 feet of wall in the last, I would say, maybe 25 years or so, because I used to drive across here comfortably. My left tire going towards the west, which would be the inside tire close to the cliff, that would have been pretty much on this foot trap, and then we would have been driving beyond that, and then we would have had at least another 4 feet or 5 feet of cliff area here. So all this is dropped off. You can see it is not solid coral mass. It is a lot of loose stuff. You will also notice that I'm going to put you around the corner. I am obviously not going to be going in that direction, but I'll show you. You can see how under this section here all drops off. You have to be very careful out here. Do not stand close to the side. It is not solid coral. Just because you see grass, it doesn't mean there's something solid underneath there. You will fall. You do not want to make this fall. It is not going to be nice at all. That's even if you get a chance to remember it. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I would imagine years ago, the coastline where these rocks are would have been very similar to what we're seeing here now. And why I say that is because there are train tracks that run all in the water area here. Not the tracks itself, but the upright posts used to have the train rail that used to run across here. So most of these rocks would probably have been very similar with this kind of surface all around them. However, over the years, due to the large swells and the forces of nature, that would have all just eroded away and left the main solid coral stones. So you see a lot of that over here on this side of the island because of all of the erosion and stuff that goes on. It's a beautiful morning. Well, we're taking in the scenery. I will start my engine. Motor mouth is in gear. I put up a little share yesterday. I'm not sure if everybody saw it. I will be posting it from time to time. Keep reminding people that we are now going to be broadcasting on 4 days a week. People are saying, and also we will be stopping the writing up of the individual list of attendees. I will still be keeping all the other records. I will actually be keeping the attendees record as well, but we won't be publicizing it because, you know, it's very, very time consuming to make sure that everything is absolutely perfect and stuff. And a lot of people are saying, well, good, Nick, I'm glad you're getting some time for yourself. No, it is not to get time for myself. It is actually to broaden our horizons. What I want to do is open up our entire information package to not only areas that we can cover at sunrise, because there are many areas in Barbados that need to be covered that you cannot get you cannot get into the entry at sunrise. There's also lots of places here in Barbados that's inland that don't have the signal strength, or in many areas actually on the coastline as well that don't have signal strength. So the extra day is to scout and to take 4K resolution videos of attractions, tours, sailing cruises. We're going to open up the entire information bracket. So it's not to get more time for myself, it is to get more time to walk the journey that's been laid before me. And to do that, I need to open up more of Barbados. So we don't just want to be known as the morning people, which we are. We will always be the early morning crew, but we also want to be known as Barbados, the voice and the views of Barbados. So to do that, we need a little more time away from the computer, not to rest, not to go on a beach and get a lounge chair and lie down and get some sun, and drink a plus or something. But we want to show you more of Barbados, and we want to do other stuff which calls for a lot of researching, and networking. It is a lot more detailed now than what it used to be. So in order to continue the journey in the way that I've been asked to do, bringing all the beauty, the peace, the serenity, the happiness, the love, the care, the kindness, the attention to all of you, we need to diversify just slightly. Our main focus will always be the mornings, the sunrise on a morning and the daybreaks on a morning. And the reason that is because our foundation for our day starts here. This is how our day is determined. If we get up and we can view this kind of scenery, and we can take in this kind of humor, companionship and care from everyone, and love being shared, how could we possibly not have a good day? No matter how bad the day gets, our day is started the right way. If you have a good beginning, you normally will have a good end. So it's up to you to determine that, though. You can leave here this morning and go out in the world and be miserable, and be unkind to people, and be rude, and not be nice, and not be social. That is where you play your role. That is our Serenity Prayer. Remember, you have to also play a role as well. You can't just say, God, take care of your day and leave it at that. You have to play your own role as well. I'm going to take you on a 360 at this point. We're going to start off our first silent 360, so I can actually swallow and come back to you all. So here we go. Well, you were not only treated to a 360, you're also treated to our photo op at the same time as well, which we ended with. So as I told you before, the journey is about us, it's all about us. So this decision has been made mainly through prayers, but also by throwing out little sprats to all of the family over the last 4 weeks, because it's about 4 weeks in the making, just to see what they would think of and stuff. I did never give anybody full details, only our care team, and also our Munchkins and also our Hall of Famers knew about this a couple of days before it happened, because they are the core that has helped develop this entire EMC, and you of course are part of the development, but the core team were aware of approximately what was happening, but we did a few mods and stuff since I notified them of what was going on. I listen to all of your input all the time. There's someone that mentioned or suggested a place to do a day break the other day, on a morning, of course, but we couldn't do it. We still don't know if we can do it, but to get it done, I need to contact someone and ask for their generosity and for their care and for their kindness, and for them to just say, you know what, you all are doing a good thing, I want to play my part, and hopefully that will happen. And if it happens, there will be a new adventure coming for a sunrise for sure. The beautiful thing about it is it will also open up the market for this person into an area that no one taps into. And that's what we're also about. We're about helping to promote all of the attractions, all the restaurants, all the facilities on the island, so that you will be able to visit them and see what is being offered, and also so they can get back on some of their investment, because a lot of this is done through love. A lot of people put heavy finances into new products in Barbados without any guarantees. There is no guarantee in this world. I may not make the end of this vlog, you know, but the important part is that I am happy and I'm going to live to the time that God calls me. And I hope all of you all will do the same thing in your lives as well. What was amazing is that all of the family, I would say, you know, I like my percentages. And I don't think I'm just being always saying the same percentage. I do know they're different percentages, but 99.99% of everyone yesterday, the only thing they're concerned about is not hearing my voice. They don't mind not seeing Barbados. They don't mind not seeing a sunrise. They don't mind not experiencing a piece of serenity. They just want to know, what are we going to do without hearing your voice? Well, I can tell you, put on a rerun or just wait and see what happens, because as I said yesterday, we did a quick little sunset live vlog yesterday, and what I said in that was, remember, I want to state it clearly, off day does not mean a rest day. It does not mean you're not going to get to see Barbados and that you're not going to get to experience Barbados, because that's not going to happen, because the beauty of Barbados is 24/7 no matter where I go. So anywhere I go, you're going to get a little view of it, no matter if I'm off on, going off mentally or challenged physically. You will still be seeing a part of Barbados every day. Alright, so we're up in an old foundation here. This used to be a home. I remember the foundation. I remember a home up on the hill section, but I don't actually remember the home on this section here. I don't know, memory does fade in my like late teens and stuff. And as you know, I'm 51 years old, so that'll be a lot of years ago. Thank you to all of those members that made their way to Carib Beach Bar yesterday. I listened to the Sun Dogs. To be honest with you, when I first went, I haven't been to Carib for years. It's a completely different atmosphere. It is not, you can't compare the two. They're between that and Crystal Waters. They're on the same beach, but they're absolutely 100% different, offering completely different atmospheres, different crowds, and different music as well. And yesterday, to be honest, when I first went there, I felt a little bit strange. I was actually telling Switch Mary, that I was going to make a move out and go somewhere else. But they allowed me, Mary and John allowed me to stand up and burn their ears off for a long time. And in that time, I started to feel how it was up there, and I started appreciating music and stuff, which was absolutely incredible. 3 extremely talented artists known as the Sun Dogs. They came out yesterday and rocked the place down. Absolutely so. Absolutely beautiful music, great atmosphere. I didn't leave there until after 9. I have never left Crystal Waters. Well, first of all, Crystal Waters only usually opens till about 7, so I really shouldn't use this line. But, well, that's on the normal Sundays. But I have never left in that area, or left anywhere since I started live vlogs up in 9 o'clock, that's for sure. So you would understand, I was having a whale of a time. We even had a couple that came from in Pike Corner, Crab Hill actually, in St. Lucie, that had to get a bus to Spikestown, a bus from Spikestown to up on the south coast, and then vice versa, catch 2 going back down. I left them partying because they are the party couple. I will be posting their pictures by Wednesday. Everybody's pictures will go up on Wednesday. Alright, we're not going in that direction this morning. We're going to be heading up the hill. We're going to be walking into the sun. So I hope the clouds will play with us and give us a little bit of filtering, so we'll be able to walk into this intense sun area. Now, we're going up a very steep hill. Anybody that's driven up this hill will know this is a 1 gear select on the corner. So you would understand, all I have on my 4x4s, if you all hear me breathing hard, or you all hear me gasping, you would know it's a very steep hill. So it's not that I'm not fit, it's a very steep hill. Everybody knows already. I am in secret training at the moment. I'm getting extremely slim, extremely trim, and extremely fit. All that comes from the horizontal diet. You all know about that horizontal diet already, and it's working effectively. Just like to mention, the accommodations lots of this place here up for rental. You will notice this has a wheelchair ramp going up to it, so anyone that's on here that's challenged with walking and stuff that requires conveniences such as this here, this is one place you can come and rent as well. You don't actually see the whole view because a lot of the trees and stuff are blocking, but just listen to the sounds for a second, and what you can definitely see is what you're looking at right now. Listen to these sounds for a second. We're doing a little bit of a nosy here, but I'm sure that everybody will be fine with me walking this far up just to show you the view, because as we always like to do, perform reality services for free. We're just advertising for them, so you will know where you can stay. You can see from the angle of this ramp, it's not just a convenience for people to walk up rather than have to climb steps. You can see the angle is perfect for a wheelchair. Good width as well, good wide wheelchair access as well for sure. I'm not sure what the inside facilities are, but I would imagine if someone is going to ramp and take the time out to put down the correct angle on this here, unlike many of the places that we're seeing on the south coast, you know, they obviously have something in mind for those that are challenged and need special requirements. It's beautiful down here. I mean, absolutely beautiful. I've always said that when it comes to East Coast, it's something super special. I could come here 7 days a week. I'm going to feel different every time we come here. I'm going to see different views. Sea conditions change. The sky changes, of course. Everything down here changes. The atmosphere changes, but it all has a consistency of a place that's undeveloped, that has peace and serenity. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as we were walking up here, I think I've taken a couple of vantage points, but because of the intense sun right now with no clouds around, I'm just going to let you see the lush, beautiful countryside around here and the hills that roam and overlook this section of the island. Lovely. Hackton's Cliff, directly up above us. There's an actual viewpoint up there. Up by Hackton's. There are two different Hackton's Cliff. One is Nosy Monkey Jump, which is up by, I think it's Colleton, and then the other one down here by Malvern, and that's the Malvern one that we're looking at directly in the center of the camera up there. There's a lovely section up there with a little park on it and stuff. You can overlook this entire East Coast area. Because you can overlook this area does not mean you should not come down in here. I keep telling everyone, if you come to Barbados, you skirt that upper ridge, you don't come down in Bathsheba, Martins Bay, Kettlewash, Bath, any of those places, you are not feeling or seeing Barbados. Trust me. There is no comparison to the experience of being down in here if you're up on the top. I can promise you that. And I mean that seriously, because I'm not, you know, all these things I'm telling you because I experienced them myself. And I know what it's like not to come down in Bathsheba. So those of you that want to do a little quick island tour, run across the top ridge, you're not doing an island tour. You're doing a scenic tour. You need to come down inside here. But look at the views here. You can see the sargassum clear now in the water over there. You can see the mats are floating down with the currents. It's not a huge mat, but there are multiple mats all over. You can see that right through here. So I'm going to give you a 180 from here because it really doesn't warrant the 360. So I'll get to a better location. The rock doesn't block us. And I will show you our 180 view from up here. And again, we were taking a little photo off at the end. Here we go. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful today. I've been looking for these wind conditions for a long time because it not only just means that the gimbal can operate smoother, also means that we can see much better sea conditions over here as well, which are beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Alright, I'm going to make sure you all will see him because he's annoying me this morning. I'll tell you again anyway, all the time with my photos, I got to duck behind trees to find shadows so that he doesn't come into the photos and stuff. So we're not talking about him today. We're not talking about him anymore today. Okay. I was lectured yesterday about talking badly about sea grapes. So you know what I'm going to do today? Talk worse about them. You see these trees here? Some of the most beautiful trees. Can turn into some of the most beautiful hedges. Absolutely lovely. They're lovely to look at. I love to see the fruit and stuff. They're beautiful when they go from the greens and they go into the reds and the purples when they start to get ripe. Absolutely beautiful. But as I told you already, we are going eco-friendly. If you pick a sea grape off of one of these trees, you will hurt the tree. So every time you pick it, imagine you're hearing the word, ow! Then you would know for sure. So don't go and pick sea grapes off of trees, leave them alone. And just like we said last week, who is going to encourage you stripping the barks off of trees? How cruel. You'd like someone to come and peel off your skin and go put it in a glass of water and say it tastes good? Not me. So let us go eco-friendly. Let's forget about the mobby as well. Fat poor, all them you got to pick, leave them alone. If you want to get them when they drop on the ground, then you could get them then. If you do want to eat something off a tree, pick something like a dunk. The dunk trees are strong. They've already told me they're fine. They don't mind anybody picking them, so pick a dunk and eat that. That's fine. Beautiful morning. So folks, we're in for some fun. We're going to have a lot of new interests that are going on. I hope everyone's going to enjoy it. Like I said, we're going to run it through a pilot stage first of all of 2 weeks. And then we'll see how that goes. But we definitely need to broaden our horizon so we can increase our offering of Barbados to everyone. This is a new community center. I don't know how many of you remember the box that was here before, the oblong shaped building that really had great arts and craft, but never really offered a good facility. The government has made, when I first started building, I was wondering what was going on, but it is beautifully designed. It's designed definitely to withstand strong winds, hence the shapes of the different kiosks and stuff here. But we're going to walk through it this morning. Last time we were here was the day after the opening. I had a lot of cups and stuff around. I guess you may see some of them because sure people would have used them yesterday. There's a bar up here. All the facilities are here as well. Beautiful. What's also exciting is they're going to be building a skate park up here. Now a lot of times they had some pioneers here that wanted the development of a skate park. You know, if you don't succeed at first, you try again. It is now being okayed. We just have to see that go into play. So the last time we were here was on June the 3rd. That's the last time we actually came here. I want to come here this morning to see how the landscaping was going, to see how, you know, all of the planted areas and stuff are beginning to look. And that's what we'll be taking in this morning, along with the beauty that we've already taken in, which of course included me. Lots of accommodation up here for seating. It's going to be absolutely lovely. There is a wheelchair ramp access to this deck as well, so you can easily get up here. I'd like to point out, whenever it has been implemented, you can't go to all the levels, you know, because there are some that are stepped, but majority of them have ramps going up to them, and then you can work your way around. A little longer to get to certain points because you can't walk through the step area, but you can certainly get there. Now I've asked, I'm going to say it again, something needs to be done with these wires and these poles. I don't know if they can be buried underground or what. I know it's an investment to change things like this, but why would I stand on a deck like this and look at that scenery with that in front of me? So, you know, I would like, if anybody's on here, if you've not already have any planning, to please bury these wires. Put these underground in some big pipes or something. I know it can be done because it's done in other sections of the island, but it's, you know, the product is not finished until these are removed and put somewhere else. That is my opinion anyhow. And I'm not putting on the product, because you hear me praising up here, you hear me praising the people that went in to making this possible, you hear me praising all of that. But where there are things that I need to make a mention of, I need to make a mention of it, because it is, as an observer, I need to mention it. Just like I need to say that I'm waiting for November to come so that my driver will come down here and wash the war wagon because it's dirty. You know, I'm going to tell you, it's a beautiful machine, but it needs her to come and wash it for sure. So this section is accessible where we are by ramp, which you come around the back here, this kiosk itself. However, we're going to take steps up. You can see all types of handicrafts going to be here. I actually haven't been here when it's open, you see. That's another reason why we need to go out as well at different times. Obviously, our foundation is the morning daybreak. However, we definitely need to go to other times so we can enjoy it as well. Now, this is just a sort of like a artist's impression of what down here would have been like. Many years ago, you'll see the rowboats. You also see the sailing boats. It used to be Tent Bay with the train that used to come through there in front of the Atlantis Hotel. You can see where the Atlantis Hotel was there. And these are from many, many years ago. You know, it's absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. And as I said before, just so you don't think I was lying, wheelchair access. There is no guide rail on the side here. But I'm sure that if you were with someone that's sturdy and mindful, they will be able to get you up here quite comfortably because it is wide enough for sure. That means you can access all of the elevations here. However, you have to make a little longer route than if you're an Olympian like me and you can run up the actual steps. Absolutely beautiful. This is the piece out here. Hold a sec. Just lovely. Now they're doing a lot of landscaping here, a lot of grass being planted, but I guess they're just letting everything grow right now, and then they'll start to trim it down and work their way into the lawns. They're obviously just in the growth pattern now. This is usually our dry season. However, this year, because no big systems have formed, which will carry the cloud masses to the north, which they usually do swing and go north, we're getting the conversion zone running right to the south of us and through us. So we're getting a lot more rain than we've had over the years, and also because of the volcanic ash from last year, everything is absolutely beautiful. Just stunning, absolutely lovely. I'm showing you all the views today. I'm not going to shortcut you. We have a little bit more to take in, so we're going to start strolling again. It is a lovely, lovely facility. These are the needs for coming back to these places when they're open, and you can't do that at 6 o'clock. So, you know, we're going to be coming to show you more and more stuff, because we don't want you to be coming to Barbados and wasting your time. We want, when you come to Barbados, you know exactly where you want to go, what you want to do, and you can plan your vacation down to the last minute. Obviously, plans are subject to change, but this will give you the opportunity. Washrooms in here as well. I love the theme here of like the cabin porthole. I love it, just beautiful. You can see there's lots of wheelchair parking facilities, handicap parking facilities. You know, all over here. It is beautiful. It's all level, all ramped, as I said before. Ramped in this direction. Of course, you can't go up the steps over here, but you can always get to anywhere in this facility by ramp areas. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Hey, we got some dogs to go and talk to. Let's go and have a look at. Hi, how are you all going this morning? All right. Would you like to say hello to all of our friends all over the world? Or on live right now, you're on Facebook. Hi. How are you going? And your names? Thank you. Winston, hi, Sonia. All right, Sonia, I'm going to give you all a card really quickly so you can see what we do. We do a morning daybreak. If you have a look on the site, you can see all the information. You can scan the back of the card and go on, or you can look us up this way. But have a look, please, because we like to all the Bajans to come on board. Okay? Yes, it is, yeah. Right here we do a live virtual tour. We actually have a driver, conductor, can girls. We have everything. Just come and have a look and see. We're up, put a preamble up at 5 o'clock, telling you basically what time we're going to start, giving you a general teaser of where we're going to be, and then we do this here. So right now we have on 59 streaming, so it's probably going to be near to 100 at the end of the morning. So you all are our movie stars today. So when you get home, don't forget, look us up. All right, have a great day, okay, and be blessed, all right? Thank you. Well, you all might think, well, why would he carry his cards out in Bathsheba? I always carry my cards with me. Actually, so much so, I lost some the other day when I was doing our walk down the Hastings area, because I was walking so quickly that they hopped over my pocket because they couldn't take the pressure. But that's how it is. But all this here, it was mud last time we were here. Obviously, they're going to leave us to grow a little bit. I guess they should probably start cutting it now. But you can see they're going to have hedges right around the actual car park area. It's going to be beautiful. All right, we're going to go up in a higher elevation now. And then we will do our wrap up in that general section, just so you can enjoy more and more of Barbados. And do not talk about him, please. He is a nuisance. I guess you all may have heard his voice the last few mornings when we were down by Mullins. You know, he came on and said, Nicholas, what are you stalling for? The people want to see you. Everybody wants to see you. That was him. But, you know, they're the only times that he really, you know, is useful for me. And also if I fall down as well, because he laughs and lifts my spirits. Beautiful, beautiful accommodations. I'm not sure exactly where the skate park is going to be out here, but I do know there will be a skate park. A lot of people can come here and do a little bit of exercising, or just sit down, relax, and picnic in this general section. It is absolutely beautiful. This is the only grass and bush for a long period of time. Barbados is becoming more beautiful every day. And that is not a joke. Seriously about that, it is more beautiful every day. You came here last year. When you come back, you're going to be surprised. Right now, I think one of the most impressive things is the cleanup campaign that's going around the island. That was launched just after the volcanic ash and is being maintained. You will drive through the country where before your wing mirror being slapped by bush. that is being trimmed back now. You know, there are many areas that have just been beautified. Barbados is most definitely getting more beautiful. Look at these views though. Yeah. Ignore the telephone lines. Hold on a sec. Put on your telephone line filters and have a look at this. Don't worry. I can take you somewhere you will have no telephone lines. You will have that view that we're going to end with for sure. I'm not going to bring you here without showing you the best view in this section of the island. If you think you've seen it already, I've got something coming for you. Now you will notice at the top here, we have what we call a road tennis court. But this is a Barbadian sport. It is, I will have to say, at levels that are unbelievable. It's unreal how great these guys can play. None of them play as good as me, but you know, they play very well. But that's only obvious. How is anybody going to play as good as the Olympian? Not going to happen. So I hold the gold medal, but I haven't defended it in the last tournament because I want these guys to have a chance to win something. You can see it's done our national colors. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful. I can see myself picking up a ball from low down and slamming it in the other court right now. You all have to watch me in action to understand. So athletic and so agile. I don't like to talk about myself too much. You know, I just like to mention it once in a while. You know, I try to keep it really calm and easy because, you know, I'm really a cool guy that doesn't like a lot of attention brought to myself. You know, I don't like being in front of a camera. I don't really like large crowds. Don't like loud music. And I'm very, very laid back, very quiet fella. So if you come down here to Bathsheba and you want to take some views and you want to just have a drink to end your day and you don't want to sit down in the actual Bathsheba section as well, you want somewhere elevated, you can sit down and relax. This is where you can come. There are many of these are popping up over the other section coming in just before you descend Wrong House Hill. But this is probably one of the beautiful ones, I would say. Hey, what's the morning? One of the beautiful views up here. Absolutely beautiful. So I said that we were going to end with the best view that I can think of, or one of the best views that I can possibly think of in Barbados, not just in Bathsheba. And this is it. It is absolutely breathtaking. It's a perfect day. You see is calm. You can see the glass off conditions. What you're seeing there that look like flat areas and then choppy little areas, that is the current that's going down here. So you'll notice the sargassum is floating in that area. They're all currents that are going right along the coastline that look like they're stripes along the water. That's current section. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I hope you've had a good time this morning. Just so you know, here is still on. Hold on a minute, but no, again. Here is still on. So, I'll be a little bit more theatrical there, you know, just to make sure I leave some kind of impression here because you can't look at the best scenery without it giving you its full potential. So that is how we do it. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I am thrilled and excited about what's to come. It's going to take a little while to get everything in, you know, everything in gear and stuff. But bear with us because we are going to be offering you something that you will probably not even imagine coming, because that's what we want to do. We want to just keep your interest going. We want to give you Barbados, of course, so that you see what we have to offer, the entire product, not just a little bit of the product. We now want to expand to show you all of the product, and then you can make your choice. And we're not going to be biased. You're going to be biased about is that I'm the most beautiful person in the world, that I'm the fittest person in the world, I'm obviously the best athlete in the world, and you know, they're the things I'd be biased about. And obviously I live in the best country in the world without a doubt. But otherwise that, we will try not to be biased in our opinions. So, I hope you all had a great day. I had a fantastic time. I'm really looking forward to walking with more of you. That's another reason as well. I've had to turn down some people have asked to walk with me because I don't want to walk and then not socialize. And if I socialize, I can't get home and do everything that I'm supposed to do. So, you know, we're looking for little rooms to tweak, and it's not to get more time to rest. There's absolutely no additional rest here at all. It is to broaden our entire outlook on the island and offer you the absolute very best that we can, and also offer you the love and the care and the attention that we can offer. And that's what we as Bajans do. That is one of the most important things about Barbados. You know, recently I've been using a lot of lines, but one of them is come to Barbados to meet a friend. The beauty and the scenery is just your additional perk. Alright folks, so today you carry this piece with you. Don't let anybody disturb you. Don't let anybody throw you off. If they do, you all know what you can do. Walk away and come back. Even if you're in a business environment and someone is harassing you, nobody can tell you not to take a washroom break. And if they tell you not to take a washroom break, show them why you should have gone to the washroom. Have a great day. Love you all. Greetings from Barbados. I leave you with this peace and beauty. And I hope you will carry this with you for the remainder of your day. Remember, your smile can save a life. Your good morning can mean the world to someone. Have a great day.